right? This is the session number 6, so we will continue that. If you go to the contents part, so we have a small content area today. So recap of the last class, which we already did now. So exercises with pseudocodes, 1 or 2 exercises we're going to do it today, right? Then installing JDK, which means the Java software, and the NetBeans software. We're going to take a look at it, how it's going to happen. Right. Then operating instructions of that NetBeans, how to create a project, how to create your first Java program. We're going to learn hands-on practice, so make sure your computers and the NetBeans software is ready to do that part. So it will take some time on that. I need to make sure all of you are capable of doing those operating instructions. Installation is of course only done once, but operating instructions you have to be very familiar, because when I give questions you need to do them using that. So I think today onwards we're going to start the Java programming. So using your pseudocode knowledge, we can do that one as well. Maybe in coming session I will be covering the flowcharts as well. 1 or 2 flowcharts will be enough. Flowcharts we don't have to go in very in depth, but pseudocodes we did quite a few pseudocodes, and we will do more questions using Java programming, real programs itself. So today onwards we are learning, starting to do Java programs. We are not going to write many programs Java today, but of course we're going to learn how to do the operating instructions very well. Okay, right. Finally we have some question and answering session as well. Hope you are using your notebook and taking down notes as I am progressing through the sessions. All right. Okay, moving on to the slide number 3. This pseudocode, why I added here is there is nothing new control structure or anything I want to teach you, but this is a small thing I wanted to introduce you. Can you remember we did calculations like multiplying, adding, subtracting, these kind of things we have already done with pseudocodes. But not only that, arithmetic operations, you can do some other type of arithmetic operations. There's one called modulus operator or modulus division. So when you use this operator or operation, what happens is it takes the remainder. It takes the remainder of the number. Right. I'll share the screen for a while and quickly explain it to you. Hope you can see that. Right. Now if we have a data item like this, right, let's say 10 is there, and you're going to divide, this is the division operator, and if you type 3, answer will be 3.33333, like that it's going to go, right? So this is, if you use the division operator, this is going to be the answer. 3.33333 is going to be the answer. Right. But what happens is, instead of that, if you use the modulus operator, you can either write in Word like this, MODE. This is how we do it in PHP as well as in Visual Basic, but in Java this is the modulus operator, the percentage mark. So if you use in between these operands, if you use the operator modulus operator, what this does is, this not only going to divide, it is not going to divide, it is going to tell if you divide 10 by 3, how much is going to remain. The remaining value is going to be 1, because up to 9 you can divide by 3 without any remainders, then 1 will be remaining. Let's take another example and we'll see. We'll take this time we'll take a different value. We'll take 25. Okay, 25 is your number, and you are modulus dividing that. Let's put by 5, right, and the answer we can take it to answer, right. So if you display answer, what it's going to display is, it's going to display 0, because 25 can be modulus divided by 5 without any remainders. Okay, let's change this value and see what's going to happen, right? So let's divide that by 8. If you, I said it wrong, if we modulus divide by 8, 3 times 8 is 24, so again answer will be 1. So that is how it's going to function, or that is how the modulus operator is going to function, right? So if you want to make sure, there are numbers called even numbers and odd numbers. Odd numbers. So when you have an even number, which means, for example, if we take 10 can be divided by 2 without any remainders. Okay, that's why we say it's a even number. 4 can be divided by 2 without any remainders. So in order to find out a number, given number, if x or y is whether it is an even number, so we can do something like this. We can divide that number, modulus divide that number by 0. Again, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. We can modulus divide that given number by 2, and if the answer is 0, if this is equals to 0, by doing this one, if it's resulting in 0, which means it's an even number. If you modulus divide a number by 2 and the remainder is 0, means it's an even number. Then if it is an odd number, if you want to find out whether it's an odd number, you can say another equation I'm writing: y is modulus divided by 2, and if 1 is remaining, then this is an odd number. Irate ilakam, otre ilakam. So this is what we normally say, what is even number, odd number. Okay, so that is what I just wanted you to understand. So this is a perfect example we will be doing, and in advanced programs like in application development and all, we can make use of this one to get different colors of rows and all, right? Okay, so that's for the explanation part, children. So let me explain this code to you. Stop the screen sharing. You can refer the slide number 3, people, right? Okay, before we move on, can you tell me, did you understand that, please? Did you understand that? Hope you understood that. Okay, yes. Right, now we will go to the slide number 3. Now we can see it says find the remainder. It says find the remainder of a number, decide the number is even or odd. So the same program piece what I was drawing there in Microsoft Paint is explained here with a real example. You can see, start the program, and a number variable is there. We are not getting any input from the keyboard, just we have a number variable or data item. Straight away store the value 7 there. That's what happening in the line number 2. We store the value 7 there. Once we do store the value 7, what we do is we check, with the if condition we can check. We write if, then that given number or that number is modulus divided by 2. Because it's a pseudocode, I wrote mod. I have another example, I'm using the Java syntax as well. You are okay to use mod or that Java modulus division symbol. Either way is fine. So here we say the number is modulus divided by 2 and it's equals to 0. Equals to means equal you have to put. It's not assignment. Equals to 0. In that case, we display the value even. We already know how to write if conditions, if then else, we learned last week. So if it is divided by modulus divided by 2 and if the remainder is 0, it is the even number for sure. So we display even. Otherwise, when you divide the number, if 1 is remaining, in this case actually 7 modulus divided by 2, actually 1 will remain. So it will definitely go to the else part and it will display the value odd, and the program will stop in the last line. So that's how the program is happening. So this is a very simple program that we wanted to do, right? So let's go to the next slide and see a slight variation of the same program, slight variation, because I wanted to introduce the both type of operators. You can see here the same program. I didn't change the question. Start the program. Here, instead of assigning the value directly, the value 7, we are using the input command. So input, enter a number, and number is getting input from the keyboard. User will enter a number. So the entered number, it could be any number. We need to make sure whether it is an even number or an odd number. To make sure that it's an even or an odd properly, what we do is, with the if condition, what we do is, inside there, the num, which means the entered value, is modulus divided by 2, and if the answer is equals to 0, which means it's a perfect, what do you say, even number. So it can be divided, modulus divided by 2 without any remainders, so it's a even number without a doubt. So you can display even, otherwise else you display odd. That's what this program is doing. It's a simple program. So based on this, I think I have put 1 or 2 quiz today, so after the sessions you can do them. I will be uploading to the channel, so you can do that as well, right? Okay, right, then there is a class task. We need to do this one, children. I can give you few minutes for you to do this. So it's about write a pseudocode to enter a series of numbers from the keyboard terminated by a special value -777. Little while ago I showed you how to do that with terminated by -555. Now it is -777. Find and display the total of even numbers and count of odd numbers. I can give you 3 minutes for you to do that. So quickly do that and see, just like last class. So 3 minutes will be enough. I'll be pausing the recording. I'll be waiting for you. So quickly do it and come. Then we will discuss that. Take about 3 minutes, not more than 3 minutes. Okay.